Alright, y'all, what's up? Welcome to the South Palm Show. My name is Velarde.
And I'm Marissa, of course.
And today we have a special guest, TreeTop.
Hey, what's up?
Not for he like that. This is TreeTop. This is my bro from Dallas, Texas, a dope-ass artist, entrepreneur, all that. But we're going to talk about his new album that he just dropped. He also just dropped a new video.
A couple videos.
Excuse me. Which he directed and edited himself, so he know what's up with that life.
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell them about you. I want you to go ahead and brag about yourself and say what's up.
I'm not a bragger. But I'm a creator and I'm a people person. You know, I just like energies and just vibing with people, the right people.
Okay. So what's the name of your new project? You dropped a new album, correct?
Nah, it's an EP.
It's
I've
EP?
never done an album.
I think we do that these days. So it's about what?
So it's the winter EP. The first project was the fall EP, and I'm just gonna go through the season until it's time to do an album.
Okay.
But the winter EP is just my interpretation of the winter. You know, coming from Dallas and coming from the South, you know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
We don't get a lot of good winters.
That's
You know, a lot of times it's just, you know, what you get.
Yeah.
Might be shorts one day, might be pants one day. So
Facts.
it's just an up and down feeling.
Bipolar ass weather.
very
It's
true.
Basically,
bipolar
yes.
music. So.
Okay. So what songs do you have on your album right now? Like, what's your favorite song? The one that you took and wrote from your guts that made you cry in the
I do
booth
that on
and shit.
everything. That's the type of art song. Like I don't fabricate anything. So anything I'm writing, anything that I'm vibing on, it's real life situation stuff that I might be going present at the same moment, or stuff that might be in the past.
Okay.
And it all mixes together. And it brings about music.
Okay.
So.
Now, speaking about music, we both met on the Dallas scene.
Yeah.
And we know there's a shitload of fucking talented-ass Dallas artists out there.
Yes.
People are really sleeping on Dallas artists. Like, y'all really need to, like, look up, Google Dallas artists. Like, Yellow BZ and Mo3 ain't the only ones that's hitting right now. Facts. So, as far as, let me get your opinion, because a lot of people in LA don't really know about Dallas. They'll know about Houston, you know, Paul Wall, you know, DJ Screw.
The street,
like,
the street side.
Yeah, educate them about even just music in Dallas, period, like the independent artists in Dallas.
I think it's. I mean, of course, Dallas has never gotten that light. I think our biggest light is what been DOC and Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
But me and Wifey was just talking about this the other day. You know what I mean? Like, can we name one big Dallas rap song that's still in circulation?
Yeah, that's a classic.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
And you don't have one.
No.
You know what I mean? So
besides Erykah Badu.
And she ain't rap. She soul. She neo soul.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's something that's definitely been slept on, because you have cats like Sore Loser. Shout out to the homie Vincent. They were at that point. They were bubbling. They were doing pre-Grammy shows.
Yeah.
And things like that. And then they died.
Yeah.
And you had ADD Plus. They broke up.
Man, so dope. They even opened up for Erykah Badu here and there. And yeah, they was pretty dope. But your boy Bobby Sessions, he just got signed to Def Jam.
But even with him being signed to Def Jam, I think the biggest thing which you see with a lot of other cities, they are bringing along the other people that's talented as well too.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. I'm waiting to see.
That's all right.
Will it happen? Because that's my biggest fear. Is, okay, you getting that shine. What are you gonna do with it?
Yeah.
Because you have that clout to do whatever you want.
You got put other people on. Yeah, because a lot of people I think that are buzzing right now in Dallas, you're just basically having beef with one another, basically, than just putting other people on.
Yeah.
That street shit that really ain't really street.
But why is that though?
I don't know.
I think it's fear.
Probably.
I think it's in every community. It's just the segregation. Everybody wants to.
Ooh,
It's a rat race, even in the industry. So no matter where you at, unfortunately, it's just unfortunately the saying is nobody cares, work harder.
Nope.
And that's just how it is.
And you coming from Atlanta, like Atlanta and Dallas really mirror each other as far as the music scene. We always have beef sometimes because a lot of Atlanta artists will come to Dallas and see what's popping in Dallas and go and take that sound and make it pop in Atlanta because there's more opportunities in Atlanta to pop versus Dallas. But I, in my opinion, I think as far as the talent, I think it's like the same.
I mean, kind of, I want to knock on the door what you were saying. So, I mean, it's safe to say there's agendas being spread too, though, right?
Agendas?
Yeah. As far as like content and.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's just a certain trend that they go for, and it's just kind of like, if you're a real artist, you're not gonna want to convert. Yeah. So you're gonna have to work hard in the underground and be the king of the underground before they commercially say that you're on the map.
Man,
and that's just the way it is in every city. Yeah. It's like, okay, well, you don't want to convert to the trendy trap mumble rap, so then we're gonna make you work hard.
It's funny because you heard Offset just said he was going to more like he said the swag rap was dying. He just had an interview. He said swag rap was dying. I was like, I tried to listen. You know, his album. He tried to have more content. I was like, this don't sound right coming from you.
You talking about like country? You said or
no. He said swag rap.
Like so, talking about all the swag,
like that mumble shit.
I heard that on the Sirius XM. They was talking about his album. They said that it's a sense of maturity there. But it's not.
It still sounds the same.
It sounds the same, but he's trying to spread a different message with the same trap sound. Right. So it's like they're only listening to the beats, really. So are they really? Unless they're just diehard fans, they're gonna listen to his lyrical content. Other than that, nobody. You have the same sound and the same trend base, so you're really a part of the problem.
True.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's. I mean, even with Offset, even with the whole Migos, I hear a lot of people complaining about the individual projects, but when they come together, but they all still sound the same. Like, I think as artists, too many artists, especially the ones that's owned, you when you come in the industry a certain way, it's almost hard to step out and
well, what made you? Yeah, well, what made you popular? Like, people want to keep you in that box.
Yeah, because that's how you approach the game. Mm-hmm. If you approach the game a certain way, you develop a fan base off of that. You develop a team off of that. And you develop executive investors off of that image.
Exactly.
So now you're trying to go left field, you don't have the same support.
Especially in hip-hop. Like, in R&B, they'll grow up with you. You know, because that's more emotion. You know, our hip-hop is straight street life.
I feel like R&B fans are selfish, though. They don't.
Think so?
They like to keep their favorite artists to themselves. They don't. I feel like they don't commercialize R&B like they need to.
Yeah.
Simply because I think they're protective of R&B. To be honest,
you think so?
Hip hop they let do whatever, but with R&B they really just keep it here until the world is ready for the real R&B.
Almost like they're the saints and the hip hop people are like more
If you really think about it, R&B is really just infused now with this mumble rap singing stuff.
Yeah,
but it's not the real R&B. The real R&B is still being protected.
It's I mean, but like you said, with every artist, it's how you present yourself. You know what I mean? Like that's one of the biggest things with my music is I don't like one song to sound like.
No. Not supposed to.
Like I want it to be a different sound every time. It's one of the reasons why I hardly listen to other people, and if I do listen to other people, I binge maybe for a while, and then I stop listening to people. And they be like, "Hey, you listen to this?" It'd be about like 3 more years before I actually listen to that album.
Yeah,
you know, it's because I'm so warped up in my own shit.
And I think I'm piggyback off of you as an artist. I tell people this all the time. I don't want to be influenced by the things that are out there. And as an artist, we're very vulnerable.
Man.
Our creativity sparks at any time. So if I'm listening to all of this stuff that I don't want to be influenced by, I'm going to end up creating something that I didn't want to create.
You kind of got to
so
burn
now,
yourself.
You know what I'm saying? Now you got to
really.
it's just like the same thing with watching who you're around. Exactly. Watch your environment. Watch what you're listening to if you're an artist.
It's a thin line. It's definitely a thin line because you don't want to
be out the loop too much. Yeah, you got to know what's trending.
But then you can also be like Prince and really don't care. Yeah. I can do whatever.
Because you set the tone.
Can't too many people pull out that. That's what. Can't too many people pull out that Prince, man. I'm trying to tell you, look, it ain't happening.
Man, I'm telling you, him and Michael Jackson. I just watched a video the other day by Jason Derulo, and you know, like those little K-pop groups, like the boy groups, they just did a song together. and it was like a dance video.
He
like
was singing Korean.
IBW was.
Oh,
The
I was
Korean
like, shit.
people were singing in English, but all the dance moves, those niggas was dancing straight MJ, like all day, just
That's the
MJ.
influence we got.
Yeah.
That's the influence. That's the influence of just you know.
Universal language.
Yeah, you know, music and hip hop in particular has influenced the music game itself in so many different ways.
Basically, yeah.
That, you know what I mean? Like Cab Calloway. Cab Calloway was the first hip hop artist. People don't know who Cab Calloway is, but that's 1920s, 1915 shit.
Damn.
You know what I mean? He's scatting over there.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
I mean?
them
Like,
cadences.
that's them cadences.
So when you stop listening to the new music, do you do the same and go back to where? Do you listen to stuff like that? Like, let me go. I'm not gonna listen to these what's on the radio now. I'm gonna listen to some old school jazz. Or do you just completely not listen
I'm an
to
old
nobody
head
at
anyway.
all?
I like old music. Period. You know what I mean? Like I grew up on
That's that
Sound
soul.
Cook. Like my mama played Sound Cook. My mama played, you know what I mean, Franklin Beverly and Mays, Clean Up Woman, all that shit.
You were
know
cleaning
what I
up
mean?
to that shit, huh? Saturday morning.
Saturday morning, open up the blinds, you be putting that pillow over your head and shit. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
grew up to all of that. You know what I mean?
That's
So
what's up.
that's how I learned how to write. Also, you know what I mean? People don't know who Michael Franks is. Michael Franks is the first Robin Thicke to me.
Yeah, he was.
Like a lot of people, if you don't know who
He
Michael
cold
Franks
as
is,
fuck.
oh my
Yeah,
god,
he cold.
But that's why the industry need people like you, because you bring back the element of where music generated from, how it started, how you make it feel, how everything just it was a feeling. It was a literally
That's what
this
music's
stuff they
supposed
talk
to
about is a
be.
vibe now. No, that was a whole. I'm talking about people live their lives off of albums.
Facts.
3 months of an
Girl.
album was how you lived your life. If that album made you feel good, you had a good 3 months.
Exactly.
So now people's attention span so quick. It's like, I just heard Offset album. I'm crunk this week. Oh, this person came out album. I'm chill, man. I'm in my feeling, man. My girl broke my heart. Like, dang, nobody can even keep their feelings
They
up. 'cause
can't.
It's don't let me get deep.
That's
'Cause
why
we
you
not
gotta
in
know
the mood to talk
thyself.
right
You
now.
have to
But
know
it's just
thyself.
crazy, man.
People are too influenced, but that's true. That's true. All right, y'all. So, bro, tell them where they could get your album at, man. Where they could stream you at.
Spotify, Apple Music, it should
TreeTop?
be on title. TreeTop Dallas,
TreeTop
TreeTop Dallas,
Dallas.
everything. YouTube. It's not just the music. I'm getting ready to shoot my first mini series, which I'll be directing, and I wrote. That film writing period is what my passion is. Like
Yeah.
I got 4 features written. It's just, you know, when it comes to that film side, nobody know me from doing film, so it was kind of hard to get people to actually work with that. So
Creators could create anything, and me knowing you, I know you're a hard worker, and you have so many ideas. You got to get at the head of yours.
you know, I go over their head.
You got businesses on businesses and shit like that. So
You know, I
I'm
go over
proud
their
of
head
you,
any day. Thank you.
You're
you
welcome.
for
You're
having me.
welcome. So where can they follow you at?
TreeTop Dallas, everything.
Okay.
Everything. TreeTopDallas.com. TreeTop Dallas is everything.
All right, y'all. Well, I thank you for coming on the show and
Thank you for
showing
having me in
some love.
this beautiful wonderland.
Yes, man. Yes, man. All right, y'all.
All right, peace.
JV on the beat. JV on the beat.
Welcome back, guys.
Yes. We're back with another special friend, my boo, my love.
All of these people today are her
Miss
boobs,
Kate.
by the way.
I love it. Like, guess what's up?
Yes, Kate. So I'm not gonna really talk too much because like your own aura, your own vibe speaks for itself. So let's tell the people, our South Palm friends, what you do, what you specialize in.
I'm beautiful.
Yes.
So do I take this?
If you want to.
Okay, cool. So hi guys, hi South Palm. I'm Kate. I am a writer, a poet, and I also own my own branding company.
Yes.
Specializing in luxury and fashion, and yeah, just in a general sense, loving my life and playing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And shout out to you for allowing us to use your
beautiful
facility.
space.
Oh my God, what a
Yes.
pleasure.
During this
What a
nice
pleasure.
dinner party.
Oh, fuck yes, guys. Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. Totally.
The whole
totally.
vibe downstairs, like you just don't know.
Yeah, it's like, it's life, right? It's like
Yeah.
people enjoying themselves, having fun. Like, this
Yes.
is what it's at.
Eat,
Yeah.
drink, love, life.
That's right.
She's told me so much about you, so I'm excited to see this lunar talk,
Oh my God.
this lifestyle.
we-
I'm sure everyone
right.
else is excited about that as well.
Yeah, I mean, you know how it is. Like, I think in a general sense, souls find each other, you know, and
Yeah.
especially when you're on the same path of awakening and like kind of
Basically.
like finding self-knowledge and basically just like people who are real and natural about it.
Yeah.
Like spirituality, you have so much bullshit.
Girl.
Basically, like,
That's really true.
it's just, you know, and it's like, especially in LA where it's kind of like a little woo-woo land, like you don't really deal with people who are like genuinely like, just like naturally spiritual. So
Yeah.
it was like literally having like a fresh glass of water when I
Yeah.
met this beautiful soul. It was seriously,
Yes.
just fantastic.
She saw me before I saw her. I,
I
was
did.
like
I
kind
saw
of
her
ready.
baby. I did. So
Yeah.
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it's like I think in a way like it's kind of like maybe this, you know, meeting someone in this reality, like it's a reminder, but in a general sense, like I feel like we know that we're going to meet someone special when you meet someone that you're meant to meet in this life.
Exactly.
It's like
That's
you
true.
already, right, it's like the material manifests and you're like, aha.
Yeah,
But
at
this
certain times in your life.
material's already-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like even after when I met you in the house, like what, it was 2-3 weeks later, you was like
Yeah.
dipped. It was like, I felt special because I was like, damn, I needed a friend like this.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. So it's like,
Timing is everything.
it is.
Yeah.
Like our first
Yeah.
conversation, our whole body was just like really like,
It was totally tuned. Yeah, totally tuned.
Yeah.
Whenever we get together, sometimes like
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Just like when we was in the sauna and the girl was like, damn, you guys are having a deep conversation. I was like, oh, this is regular. This is us. Yeah.
This is us dropping in.
Yeah, because like sometimes I want to call her my best friend because I think she was my best friend like in a formal life. I was like, let me chill, I don't get too attached yet.
Baby. Oh my God.
No,
Baby,
for
I
real.
love you.
Me
Fuck
too.
yes.
But like seriously, I told you.
Yeah.
But seriously, like you really like opened my eyes to a lot of more things because I think the things that I'm about to go through, I think Spirit has allowed you to go through so you can teach me.
Oh my God.
That's important.
You know, this
I just
is-
want to tell you guys to
yes.
have a friend like that is important because I always tell her when I try to talk, I'd be like, I feel weird. She said, don't feel weird talking to me about this stuff. And I'm just
Right.
like, but I feel weird all the time. And she's just like, don't feel weird, but it's important to have a friend that you don't feel weird. Like
Exactly.
because like you said, there's so much bullshit. When you get deep for real with people
Yeah.
that's not really deep, you're just like, wait a minute.
Totally.
Now you're looking at me weird because like you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about at all.
Yeah.
Like you're literally clueless.
Exactly.
So and then it kind of puts you in a space of being me personally isolated.
yes.
I like, well, now I gotta be isolated. I'm already a homebody, but now you're really just making me
Right.
uncomfortable. I can't really talk to you.
But to grow, you gotta feel, you gotta be
100%.
vulnerable. You
That's
gotta be in
true.
that state.
It's like
That's
a
true.
it's a dance because like I mean I've also had people like make fun of me and I'm like, well that's shitty. I'm gonna stick my little people on you.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
No, for real, she got people.
Like I've had different situations in my life where like and I get a little bit like bitchy. I'm like, come on, dude. I'm like, let's like
Yeah.
But yeah, you have to be vulnerable. Like you do. It's
That's
like
true.
you know, and if people think you're weird and crazy, great. Like let them go live in their muggledom. You know,
I blame
it's
it
like
on my
bye.
artistry, but it's a
Yeah.
real thing. I'm like, oh, I'm just vulnerable when it's time for me to be creative. No, like I'm literally
You're creative
I'm a
all the
Cancer.
time.
Yeah.
Like that's my sign. So yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you're creative all the time as a creator, so yeah. You just gotta let go. I know the time when I met her, I was in a box. I had to protect my own energy because where I was, it was like, it was really vampires, you know. So you have to be selective with who you allow in your life.
Yeah.
But when it's staring in your face, you have to answer to that.
That's true.
100%.
It's like any relationship. Like you have to
Exactly.
answer that because you may not meet another person like that, and they're designed in your life at that specific time. Like, okay, I need that person.
That's
So
true.
Let's go. Let's go on this ride.
We're here to support each other.
Yeah,
100%.
Facts, facts.
Yeah.
Because life does go on, but we have to use the energy we have right now
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for each other.
exactly. We can't make it without one another. I mean, you could try to.
Yeah. That's no point. That's no fun anyway. So you end up like what? Like, you know.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna celebrate with?
Yeah, exactly.
That's
We're gonna
true.
cheers it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Totally,
That's true.
totally. Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's super true. I mean, like, you know, especially at this point in the planet's like awakening, like, you know, especially as women, like, we're all going through a lot of transformation. It's like spiritual puberty. And like, not everyone gets spiritual puberty, and it's not all like, you know, it's not like, and then I ascended forever and my life turned into gold. It's like, no, like, actually, that kind of fucking sucked. I fell into that trap for a while. And like, you know, and it's like being able to talk to people about those, you know, those situations is priceless, because it's like,
it is.
You have awakening after awakening. It's like I was telling her in the car, like,
confirmation that you're not crazy, but you was telling me in the car.
I was telling her in the car, I was like, damn, as soon as I'm thinking I'm healing off of one thing, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go to the next level.
The onion can fucking continues.
Yeah,
it's deeper. It's deeper and higher, right?
It gets deeper. Your healing gets deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
You have one wound, but like that's just the band-aid, and
That's
then you have the scar. But what's under that? You know, it just gets deeper.
Yeah, you
This
just
is
get tired
exactly
of always
it.
trying to do. It's like, damn, how long I gotta suffer?
But you do.
It's a lifetime
but you
thing.
have to accept and embrace the fact
right.
that life is always going to be a test.
Yeah.
That's right.
No matter what. So once you like me, I'm thinking of if I get the mental strength and be prepared for these things and know, like I tell her all the time, when you know what's going on, then you can be mentally
You
prepared.
just know. Yeah.
Totally.
So now you can kind of go with it.
I like the ride.
With the wave.
I like the ride.
Yes, and then you learn,
Yeah.
yes, exactly.
You gotta meet the wave
now
and where
you
it's
know.
at.
Yes, this is gorgeous. Because it's like you stop suffering because you see it as part of the, right.
Yeah, you allow it.
Exactly.
I saw this one quote where it says, like, when you see a high wave coming,
Kind
you
of like
don't,
life stroking
you don't wait for it to
like
come.
if life was your lover, but like some of the strokes, you know, like weren't the ones you preferred. But like consider the universe as your best lover.
Like, wow.
Like
Didn't I just say that earlier about like someone gives you head, you can't sit there and be tight about it. You're not gonna enjoy it. Because life has orgasm.
That's
right.
It brings
Exactly,
perspective to people that are not as
totally.
deep as that is not as deep as you, because the orgasm, the feeling of feeling that way, manifesting all about feeling first.
Yes.
So you're thinking, you're feeling these things, like you have to relate it to the things people feel most, right?
That's right.
Sex.
Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta relate it to the physical.
Exactly.
Like we have to relate it to sex.
Yeah.
Totally, 100%.
Because it's the only
Dude,
way.
we're rat and the beast.
Yeah,
That's just what it comes down to. We're
You
rat
start
and the
feeling, you
beast.
start
You
feeling.
always say
Okay,
that.
well,
No,
it's
it's true.
true.
It's
Arnold
true.
Schwarzenegger said that's how he manifested
Yeah.
most of the things in his life.
100%.
Thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like he was masturbating or something.
Yes.
So you just have to think about life like that. Like you said, one big stroke.
It kind of totally is, dude. It totally is. Business is the same. Like it's all kind
That's
of like
true,
you
too.
peacock, you do the thing, like you have the value. It's the same. It's all tantra.
Yeah.
It's all fucking tantra.
It is.
Like some of it's like has a little more poison edge than the other ones. Like medicine path, right? Same. It's like business and like all different things have like a real dark side.
I feel like you
and
just
we're
gotta find your
Right.
maneuver.
Yes, exactly. You gotta find your angle
Right.
so like you can
Right.
become a great lover. Exactly, exactly.
That's so true, guys.
That is facts, factual and actual.
It is. So let's talk about, I know earlier before we started filming, we were talking about the feminine energy.
Yes.
So
yes.
let's talk about that, the shift into that. I think there's going to be a lot of women that's going to be partnering up.
Yes.
As I was telling her when we started this, I was like, it's all about the feminines partnering up, helping each other rise, spiritually, physically, mentally, all that. Because we've always been in this mentality where it's all dominant with male, masculine energy, the Pisces, it's this way or that way. If not, I kill you. Where we're more nurturing and loving, more creative, we really grow the seeds. We know how to nurture it, tend to things blossoming, and knowing how to, eat what we plant.
Totally. And men have the same capacity. It's like men have really shot, like patriarchy just shot itself in the ass. They're fucking themselves in the ass if you think about it, because they're turning themselves off to half their entire, position.
Yeah.
It's like they have that capacity to plant too, and we have that capacity to project ourselves into the world and create what we want, which is considered a masculine thing. But it's like that balance.
You need both,
Yeah,
the
we
yin
have
and the
10
yang.
times the spiritual power of men. Like, we know this.
That's why it's called Mother Earth.
And I said that. Like, I said if you
Right.
think about when all the awakening became public, it was only women you're seeing do yoga and meditation and learn this stuff. Like they're the ones going viral with it.
Yeah,
Everything
right.
you see that you're trying to
Yoga
study yoga
pants,
and something
yeah.
is all women.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Because I was saying that, I said, because we know. We
Yeah.
always
Yes,
knew.
We're always tapped in.
intuitively.
Yeah.
Totally.
We're tapped
It's
in.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's
Our innate gifts, like intuitive, like, and it's like, I love knowledge and things of that nature, but I do love knowledge, but general wisdom and like trusting yourself, like with the fact that you have these intuitive gifts and
Yeah,
developing them.
trusting it. Yeah.
Like we just know like our intuition, you know what I mean, and that inner knowing is what.
And
I
once
like
we
our
know
power
ourselves,
is. Yeah.
it gets power. It gets even more powerful.
Exactly.
Once we become one with self, we begin to trust our instinct a lot. We get so confident with it. It's just like, I'm always gonna go with my first mind because this goddess knows what the fuck's going on.
That's right.
She's
That's
always knew. She has never failed me.
Yeah.
You know, you get older, you're like, okay, this bitch has never failed me.
That's
she
right.
knows what's going on.
That's right. That's
So,
right. That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yes.
That's how I think.
That's right. I totally fucking agree.
Like, I don't even know how to elaborate on that. If you don't get it, I'm sorry.
Nah, but it's
100%.
true. It's true. Like I really, really am looking forward to how the end of the year is gonna go.
Yeah.
With all the shifting that's happening, like I'm excited to see what will be ruling as far as like the feminine energy and how the men will really be like, yeah, y'all queens, you the queens.
It's like, you know, the most beautiful thing is a man in service to the feminine.
Yeah.
It's like literally you can't even fathom how much you guys get.
Come on. Like seriously, oh my god.
Like it's a win-win situation.
It
Like
is.
it's just like it's natural.
Yeah.
It's really, really that
Yeah,
simple.
It is. Happy
Yeah.
wife, happy life. That's like
Totally.
for real.
Yeah, 100%.
I think
Yeah. And
I
like
know my
yeah.
fellow friends probably not gonna like this, but they hate the fact that we actually know.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's funny to me. I'm
Yeah.
just like, you know, you're mad because I know.
There's a lot
You're
of guys
mad.
like
It's
that.
not even like I'm trying to get authority. It's like I'm actually protecting you. I'm actually trying to
yeah,
save you from yourself.
It's because they don't know who they are. Like I used
It's
to date
spiritual
men that's like
authority,
that.
and that's innate, and
They
that's
don't
like
like
no, because like I mean, not everyone. It's like hierarchies of humans. Like some people just aren't leaders. Some people
No.
really would rather go read a fucking book, you know, and like fucking take. They don't want the consequences of being themselves.
Oh, right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's-
They want to be safe
You
from
said
it.
a mouthful.
No, it's
the
true.
consequence of being themselves.
That's right, and like total
So let
responsibility.
me latch on to
So-
someone else. We can get deeper and deeper with that.
Yeah.
Isn't that it?
Yeah,
That's
even
it,
as
though.
far as like they're reading the book, there's some people that think they're naturally intuitive, naturally
Yes.
spiritual, but they read it in a fucking book. But people like us that's naturally download it, they be like, how do you know? I just know.
Connected. It's
Yeah.
like our relationship with Creator. Like we're not separate.
Nope, we're one.
Totally.
Hey, everything you're
connected to
saying,
source.
yeah.
Yes. Never
Yeah.
lost that. Yeah.
But like I said earlier, we're in the image. We're in that image all the way.
Yes.
God is man and woman.
Yes. Totally.
People don't want to. God is a man.
And
The
it's
woman
like
is evil. She's a whore.
awesome.
She said, I'm a whore. I'm a good one, too.
I know, right? I did the great one.
Okay.
Imagine.
You guys are funny. You guys are
The whore of
hilarious.
Babylon. Yes, right.
Yeah.
But you know
But
what?
yes.
But you really know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is.
Bad.
She would.
I know, right?
It's like the original dark goddesses, you know. It's like whenever there's something that's been demonized in like a book that like by and large is like used by established religion and white men, you know there's something there to explore. You know, it's just like be smart about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's the age of Pisces going to Aquarius. Like I was telling earlier about how they used to just burn women at the stake.
Yes, yeah. Totally, it's a witch
We're
hunt.
totally leaving out of that, and I can't
Yes.
wait. Oh my God, I'm fucking excited.
Yes, yeah. I think in a general sense, like, you know, it's divisive. Like religion in a general sense makes people like being like that person, this group of people. It's like scapegoating. It's all forms of
Yeah.
scapegoating instead of looking within. And like we all got our dark side. Like I have like fucking, you know, like my sadist would put the great horse shame. Do you know what I mean? Like crazy ass amounts of
seen it.
darkness within myself. But you gotta own it so it doesn't own you. You know?
That's
like to bring it
facts.
out, right? And like to know that. And
know
so it
that-
doesn't play
yeah,
out
But
on
not
the
owning
face.
it actually brings a lot of people misery. Unfortunately,
Yes.
they don't know. They don't. I guess they don't want to accept why.
You don't
But-
appreciate the light unless you go through the darkness.
Facts.
You gotta have that balance.
It's the light at the end of the tunnel. The tunnel's
Always.
dark, right?
Facts.
So
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm looking for the light when
100%.
you are the light. Also.
Yes, yeah.
Facts.
Totally.
you know, I got a song about that. You are the light.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
iTunes.
Yeah.
I remember when I was little, I used to love to walk in the dark and see how much I could see.
That
in
is
the dark.
crazy.
You too?
Don't lie to me.
No, dead ass. I still do.
Okay, I got the weirdest other thing though.
But
I used to leave my knee out
Yeah.
because I think of polar bears. I don't know why.
Yes. That is so sweet. That is adorable.
I don't know. I just thought maybe they would like need to know that there was like someone there to comfort them. Because if I was too covered up, they wouldn't know someone.
That is so sweet. I
So weird.
Yes, it's so cool.
You cared
It's
about
so
polar
cute.
bears that went there.
I don't know why I care about polar bears, but at the same
But it's
time,
like
it was
you're-
because of like the same time I would be doing the like darkness sleepwalk.
Yeah.
I'd be thinking about.
You
the
think he
people
was
that
a
used to
polar
be-
bear in a previous life?
Maybe, and I thought
Probably.
maybe that maybe the polar bear must have been blind and spiritually wanted to know.
And your jacket
you know,
looks polar bearish right now.
That is so cute.
what?
It's getting in touch with that too, like
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the animal
right.
like queendom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time I did a real deep meditation, I was actually a zebra, and that was scary. But I looked up, meanings of that. Like I was telling her earlier, once things would come to you, the confirmation. If you're really unclear, you look for the answer to come.
Yes.
Right? So it was just a part of spirituality when I saw the zebra, and it made so much sense at that time in my life.
Yes.
And I'm very adamant about people taking notice of signs and understanding these things. Yeah, understanding what's confirmations in your life and holding on to that until you really are clear why that came.
You guys are musicians. The universe is a rhyme scheme. It's
is.
literally a poem.
Come on.
It's all you got to do with magic manifestation.
And numbers,
Change the rhyme in what you're telling yourself.
Words.
That's it.
Maya Angelou said, "Why do you think they call it a spelling bee?"
Come on. It's a spell.
Exactly.
So
That's why we're
Yeah.
writers, because we're masters of
Exactly.
spells.
writing is a
Yes,
lifestyle.
I
It
know.
is.
And I always plug this book by that writer. I don't know her name, I'm sorry, but The Writer's Way or The Artist's Way. But it's a really good thing for writers to do. It don't matter if you're a poet, writer, or a person that just think you don't write, but journalism was in our schools when we were kids. Obviously, when we got older, they took it away to brainwash us, which means you should still be journaling every day.
Every single day.
Yeah.
Totally.
You don't let your life happen to you. You make it happen. You need to write. You need to mind dump.
You're
all
the
the
creator
time.
of your own life. Yeah.
That, absolutely.
That's so true.
And connected to spirit and that co-creatorship too, like baby. Unstoppable.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Yeah, I love the no.
Yeah.
The no.
That's right. And it's like, let people have their small worlds. Like, let them go do the
Be
thing.
in their own little
like-
bubble. That's where they are. Maybe in this
Right.
lifetime,
It's
maybe in that
frustrating
time
to be in that
life.
dimension.
Right.
I'm sorry. It
But
is
you have to
sometimes.
let them, because if you download too much information in them, it's gonna fuck their mind up.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm done. Bye.
Right.
Broke
Yeah.
the matrix
Okay.
again. That's
Yeah.
right. No,
They
keep
said that
dancing.
you shouldn't
Right.
force anyone's evolution.
No, you
Like,
can
it may
plant a
not be their
seed,
time.
but
Right.
after that, you ain't
Yeah,
gotta
you should
water
never
it.
No, it
force
just
anyone's
pops.
evolution.
Yeah.
Everyone pops at like a different state
Yeah,
too.
timing is
Everyone
everything.
pops. And, like, one thing I notice is like when I project outward, like I have bumpy rides when I'm projecting. That it's like, dude, like I'm obviously not a fan of some of the things I'm seeing right now. Like I wanna, I get wrathful.
It'll be
I
all
really-
in your face, though.
I just like I'm not, I'm definitely the anti-patriarch, definitely, just obviously. But in a general sense, there's also the thing like let the dumb lemmings fall off the cliff, and then we can just maybe have
No, that's how I feel. Like when I see
Like, I
people
don't
that
know,
don't take
it's
care of
not
themselves, that are like obesely overweight, like
Yeah.
plug in 600-pound. Like I've been like binge watching that shit. But like when people do that to themselves, I'm like, okay, so when shit pop off, they gonna die first. I'm gonna be out here
Yeah.
in shelter because you wanna play victim all your life
Right.
and not really tap into why you need to grow and why you're fucked
That's
up.
right.
Like.
And it's like Creator really has it handled, and like what is really important now is not like overextending ourselves as feminine forces
You
in
can't
this
waste your
world.
energy.
No, and like we're gonna talk some guy's ear off about shit he doesn't want to hear.
Trying
like,
to
that's
impress
gonna
him
work.
and show how much you're worth.
No. Like that does not like that. You don't even get on the table with someone like that.
Come on.
He doesn't even come
You
to your
can't eat
table.
with me. Yeah.
No, and the men or the women who are going to be in our lives in time, like those are the people who know themselves and therefore
Automatically.
know us and therefore have self-respect, self-love, and self-value, and they will not devalue us or disrespect
Nope.
us. It's just simple.
Nope.
And if they are, they're not at your level.
They have to grow with you. I'm all about
Right.
growth. I can't stand no type of relationship. Even my
Right.
parents. I can't grow with you. Bye.
Yeah, totally.
Thanks for having me.
Totally. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Family origin.
Yeah.
And they pulled some dang shit on you.
You
I mean,
already know
that's
my
like-
story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
I was telling her, she was like, well, you know, you got to say, okay, let me break it down. She was like, oh.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
some things you can forgive for your own benefit, but you don't forget, you know, and
Mm-mm.
like you don't put yourself in danger
For
again,
sure.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, especially over and over when it's redundant. Yeah.
Yeah,
You have to learn how to walk away.
That's
even
what I told. Protect your energy. After a while, especially when you're vulnerable.
Yes.
Like we are open. When we allow things, you know, you gotta protect the energy. I mean, even Mother Oprah says you gotta stay in your bubble.
Yeah, dude.
And she says, she's like, it doesn't matter who it is. She's like, stand for anybody.
Right.
Gail,
Right.
if you're not in my
Okay.
bubble that day, you're just not in there.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
peace
right.
out.
That's
Period.
right.
Yeah.
But it's being
I mean,
protective of your energy, and that's like
Yeah.
a
You
self-loving.
gotta conserve it. Yeah. Because man, sometimes you only got yourself at times like those darkest times. Sometimes it's just you.
And creator.
Yeah.
You're your longest commitment.
Yes.
That's right.
It's just
That's
you.
right. You're first and always and only. Everything else passes away. And like you can share amazing good love with other human beings, but like if you can't love yourself and creator, you can't shit up the fucking, you know, up the without a paddle. Yeah.
Yeah. Dang, we were supposed to say something about it was lifestyle.
So we could talk for hours.
We're not even going by the script right now. I told you we ain't going by the script.
We're gonna go like chapters. Okay, next topic.
Yeah. We're just right now. We're just like I said. We're just feminine power.
Yeah.
The shift that's happening.
100%.
Pisces season.
Yeah. And like it's absolutely beautiful. I know, like Chiron, like we're having like a wounded healer moment right now after yesterday, right? Like a lot of shadows are coming, and like I don't have the right answer. Like I know you guys feel this, like for masculinity, and it's the kind of doing that healing. You know, it's like for people who've been in toxic relationships and things of that nature, like and I have in my past, and it's like how do we move forward with taking responsibility for kind of like our participation in certain things, and then
stained in a way.
I'm going through that like literally right now, so I
I just
prefer to like be in the process.
I hear you
And hear what
what
you
I
have to
was
say.
She's a crab. She's always in her shell.
I feel you.
I be trying to break that
I feel
bitch,
you.
and she get mad when I crack that hoe.
Oh, because I'm a strong one. you know.
She is.
I like literally no. It doesn't matter who
like,
it
why
is.
you make me
it's
tell
like,
you?
I feel you.
Yeah, I even tell her the other day, like I said, stop. Like she said something, and I was just like, "Don't do that." I know that you were calling me to like tell you this.
I just like I'm just chilling.
Like, no, you wasn't. Like, trust me, I'm a real one. You was not just chilling.
Yes.
I don't gotta try that hard.
No, but it's good that I do need to. I have learned that over the years you grow resentment for certain things and situations, and as you're healing and awakening and learning this stuff, you let certain things go and let new things in. That's the only way you can let new things in, right?
Yes, 100%. You gotta clear out the field.
Exactly.
Right?
So it's like slowly but surely, I have a separation anxiety and I have an attachment issue, and I love hard, so I'm always like guarded.
Yes,
And I'm always just like, wait a minute, let me think this out.
Yeah, 100%.
All the time. And then it's, because I'm always in me. I'm always in
self-contained.
me. Exactly.
In your power.
Always.
That's the Cancer.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
You have a great presence, like a gravitas about you. Like it brings like a.
You do too.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you, girl.
Yeah. It's like, and she told me from the jump, but usually I don't. I told her I was like, I'm weird around people, so I'm like not sure. But it wasn't immediate. Like I didn't even feel no way.
Yeah.
Usually I like feel away because I'm like so strong.
But it's like I was telling her, I said I don't let nobody in my circle that vibe.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Because like when like I said when I met her, I was just like. But then I saw, I was like, I kept being pulled. Even before I moved in all the way, I was pulled the energy to the room. She's like, we weren't even in the same room, but I was like,
as soon as she moved in, I was seeing butterflies, and I was seeing like visions, like yellow butterflies.
Yeah, she saw my baby.
Yeah,
yeah. So it's like it was time. Yeah, and after that was like, yes,
exactly.
So every time like. This is like normal conversations. Sometimes we go deeper and more crazier, more personal.
Totally.
But we ain't gonna do too much personal right here. It's none of y'all business.
It's none of y'all's business.
No.
Well, it's like I think in a general sense, like we're doing our like doing the work. So
yeah.
I mean, I'll talk a little personal stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like okay, so what is the divine feminine going through right now? Like, because I think like it does ask like a little. I'm okay being vulnerable.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
so I think, like, in a general sense, like, what I'm feeling, what I'm, is that.
This was never recording, but go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I'm getting out of a lot of patterns in my life that I've been carrying for lifetimes. So I had this vision of myself smoking a crack pipe, and as I was smoking a crack pipe, and I haven't been a crack addict this life, but a lot of past lives, like, I was a prostitute, like, had visions of it. So I was, like, lighting the pipe, and I completely, was decimated. And it was like, I heard don't, like, don't. And I was like, fuck. So I died again. So I kept having, like, overdoses. And, like definitely, like, more, like, prostitution background, like, in some past lives of mine.
And we talked about this before.
Yeah. And, like, it's like people who are students of love oftentimes have, or people who can teach or be in that powerful state of having that understanding of love and being able to express that and share that and tune into that, have often had past lives or backgrounds in sex work or things of that nature. It's just the nature of the game. But this life, I remember I was like, I'm committed to myself. So every single thing, in my life that I felt like was toxic, I'm just slowly kind of like letting go of, like relationship patterns, whatever, like, is slowly and surely and getting back, on my feet in a metaphysical and a physical way, an emotional way. It's just,
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Clean out my fucking closets this lifetime and all my
All your previous lifetimes. Yes, girl.
Yeah. Because you do carry those things. It's just, I don't know how to, like, explain it yet. Because, like I said, when I'm in the process of things, I really just analyze and sit back. And I've always been that way. Yeah. Even, like, in the physical.
Totally.
I'm sitting back and I'm, like, observing and just trying to, like, be a sponge. Right. And then I'll squeeze out whatever I don't need, whatever.
Yes.
So that's just how I've always been. But I'm, like, processing my habit forming, the new habits that I'm forming. Trying to, I explain this to some people. I feel like it's like my old self and new self are battling each other.
Dude,
and it's like she's like the new one that is like you said, ready to win.
Yeah,
she's like old
That's
bitch.
right.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
she's like always like. What? Why do you think this is okay? Just different, things.
The future you is coming back and being like, babe, we got shit to do.
Right. And it's like a constant. Yeah. And I'm just like, okay, how do you balance this? But now that you know what's going on, like I said before, once you know what's going on, now you know how to approach it, now you know how to handle it. Yeah. Because I'm like, why am I always going through these whirlwinds or whatever? Yeah. Have these vivid dreams. Yes. And wake up feeling like that actually just happened.
That's right.
You're realizing it now,
That's a recording.
what to do with it.
Yeah, that's right.
Like I told her, I didn't tell you because we haven't spoken in a while. One of my previous meditations, like I was wondering why I was sad.
Yeah.
Like it was like I was saying, like once I thought I was healed off of one thing, here comes another thing. So the little girl, she came into my meditation. Yeah. And I saw her, so I was like, I was supposed to heal her in that meditation.
Oh my God.
So I aligned all her chakras. I put my heart in her, like I grabbed her heart.
Wow.
Yeah, we walked into like a garden, and then like they look like Pleiadians. They came, it was like
oh my God.
7 women. Yeah,
I love the Pleiadians.
One of them came.
Sometimes they're a little lovey lighty, but they're gorgeous.
They're gorgeous.
They are beautiful.
Like they have pretty long white dresses, blonde hair, blue eyes,
and they're polyamorous.
They are?
Mm-hmm. I think for the most part, yeah.
I couldn't see too much because they were just, So me and her was like, we're picking flowers for the ancestors. Yeah. So like the other 6 came and grabbed her.
Oh, man.
And one of them came to me and we heard her start praying. And they was taking her up. The other one's taking her up to heaven. I was like, dang, I healed her that fast. It's like, you ain't got to worry about that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so me and her prayed. And after that, the Creator came, did his work. And I was like, okay. So I thought I was over it. I thought I forgave it, but I still didn't heal her. And I would tell her, like, even that 3-year-old, like, something jumped at me. So I was like, well, maybe I didn't heal her because that probably never became a part of me anymore. I probably separated that.
Right, in order to create healing, to separate initially.
Yeah.
Totally.
So, like, that has been a part of everything that's shifting right now.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so... Like, sometimes I cry, but then I know why.
Very visual.
Yeah, that's what happened. And, like, then after the Creator healed me, like, he aligned all the chakras. And then it was light. Then I went to dark, of course. And then I was, like, in a cave. I was in a cave.
That it didn't. I hope it saved.
I think it'll save, it'll save. Okay.
So I was in a cave. If not, it's all good.
We can do another night, too.
Okay. No, we're going to come back. But I was in a cave, and so I was walking from the lightness into the dark. Yeah. And like I was rising, I saw myself rising out this water, butt naked. I was like, damn, I'm fine. So I looked at her. Yeah, she was fine. And then she laid on the rock, and I laid next to her.
Yes.
I forgot what we said to each other. And then I turned around and went in her.
Yes.
Just like when I saw Isis, and I told her she would turn around and went in me. Yeah. So I was just like, dang. Yeah, so it balanced my yin and yang.
Powerful activation, too, from an archetype, right? Like Isis coming.
Yeah.
I've never experienced anything of the sort.
You can
I
actually
don't think
open
so.
yourself to it.
Yeah, this
I think that I
feel
am
called.
literally,
Yeah.
like I told her before, sometimes when my meditation gets really vivid, and I'm like, no. I literally do that. I'm just like,
I can't do
I'd rather
it.
just like, sometimes I don't like to be premeditated. Sometimes I think I just like to test myself.
Yeah, just
I've learned that about it. I like.
So what's up with the flow? What's up with your flow? That's a part of the flow, baby. You gotta just let it happen. Don't, because whenever I do try to control and open my eyes, I could feel myself going suck back here.
Yes.
I could feel the suction go. I almost forget.
I think that I
Same.
must have
'cause
gotten
I feel
like
I'm losing my body.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Just like this morning, I told you, I was so activated, so energized. My spirit wanted to jump out of me. I was like, oh, hold on.
yeah. Well, then
Totally.
that would explain why the days
travel.
where I haven't, like I tell her, I don't close
gotta
them.
master
I
that
never
though.
close my chakras.
I went out the other day.
Yeah.
I had a vision of like popping out by the canal. Like I just was flying. Yeah, I used to be able to, when I was younger, I used to be able to astral travel all the time. Like I have two husbands. Like used to come to me on my bed, and I would like one of them was very Christ-like, and the other one was very like sexy and antichristy and like whatever. And so like they'd come to the end of my bed, and like I would travel with them and like go to different places and dimensions. And then when I got older, like it kind of stopped because it was really freaky, you know, to like older Kate. And now I'm kind of like, come back, brothers.
But you were the creator. You were the one.
Oh yeah, this is. I'm with the big
Yeah,
one, so I'm like,
so-
all right, I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get on my nerves. No, but like for real, like you have to, after you do your activation, after you open up your chakras, and when you get done, they'll tell you it's time.
But I'm gonna tell you why. I guess because I like the experience of leaving them open because of my law of attraction practice.
Yeah.
Like I would manifest on something and I'll meditate on something, and once I'm like in it, I like to be in it, and I leave my chakras open.
But once
and then sometimes I do feel it though. Like when I'm like,
you
for
gotta
example,
protect it.
I mean I can say this. My release party, manifesting it was amazing.
Yes.
But I was like an energy there. I wasn't there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was the thing that I realized, like, dang, okay, I could have been there though, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't there. I was there.
Yeah. But
But
you
wasn't
weren't there. Right.
and I needed to be, and I felt it. Felt my atoms moving at all times.
That's right.
So it wasn't solid.
Humming.
I wasn't a solid.
That's right.
being.
Totally.
I was like
I love that
everywhere.
feeling, but it's crazy.
I love it
It's a
too, but I'm
little
always
much.
I'm like that
It's a little
lot.
much. Yeah.
And it's because I leave my chakras open.
That's right.
You gotta protect
That's
it,
right.
babe. Because you can still have them
thing is, you
activated
don't-
with closing them. Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
still be activated, but
And you
just
don't
gotta
need
close 'em.
protection at a higher level, like in a general sense. Like, but if you don't feel like you're rooted and grounded in reality, and you want to feel more present,
Yes, grounding
totally.
is-
bring it down.
Get you we have a clear quartz on, right?
It's over there.
Yeah, that's good for grounding too.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Shout
I
out
just
to
eat a fucking
Maxine.
cheeseburger.
Love you.
It's fucking true. Like if you need that to ground, like just eat some meat.
Yeah, that's like I tell her. Sometimes I'll fuck around and just eat it. Like, who cares? Like, there's no rules to nothing.
There is no rules.
She
You're
out here
right.
shivering cold because she don't eat no meat.
I
eat
mean,
mostly plant based, like 99.9%. But
Yeah,
like, sometimes
like,
I gotta have a burger.
Some people are plant based.
I eat Beyond Meat or whatever, but I don't know. I don't know. I can't.
I'm just playing.
I think.
with you,
Oh,
baby.
okay. I was about to say,
No,
like,
I'm not judging
can't
you.
be-
You're not be talking
It's
shit.
living, and I'm trying to live,
No.
but it's dead. But I'm eating it. I'm
I know. I
confused.
actually, when I ate the burger, I ate a burger last night, and it was
Does
not
something to you.
good. Yeah, it was not as good
Just
as
does
I
something.
remember.
It wasn't
was not.
healthy.
It wasn't good.
Yeah.
It
You
was
had
I
to
want
get
to
a
speak on
wasn't
this. I'm
good.
sorry because we talk about spirituality, and I read a documentary, and I saw a documentary, but it made sense to me. And this lady was like, I realized that when I'm eating this cow, that I'm literally experiencing the suffering and pain from
You
them.
are, 'cause
So
it's
their
emotion.
spirit has now. I'm eating like You know, she's like, mentally, I'm not mentally like clear because I'm eating all this and it put another perspective in my mind. I'm just like, damn, that makes a lot of sense.
It's kind of true.
You are
because
It's true.
human, like they have families.
But look how they're dying. Not like how our ancestors
More how
did.
they're dying.
So the last
energy exchange is
breakfast
sacred.
we were eating. So
That's
they're
right.
traumatized. So now you're in their misery.
But even our
have
ancestors
a
ate
relation,
meat though.
right?
But look how they did the ceremony when
It's a
they
sacred
had to kill them.
exchange.
Yes.
It's like they look the animal in the eye when they kill the animal.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely not overdone. It's not factory farming. They're not eating GMO foods,
Yeah.
but it's not how we do it anymore. So it's just like, it doesn't make any sense.
Because they're trying to kill our pineal gland. That's why.
It's insane.
Fuckers.
I know. That's crazy.
How long have we been going? Ooh.
Yeah, so I was like,
Do you guys
ma'am.
want to see if this? Let's see if
Yeah.
this.